This first step alone is the #1 way to set up your entire production for success. The rest of the steps in this production process won't work if you don't have this step locked in. Step 1, creative development. Creative development is the process of defining and shaping the core elements of a film project before it goes into production. This is the ideation stage, often written down, developed, and iterated over a period of time. This can be done solo or with a team. Think of it as a workable blueprint for your film or series. I like to keep this blueprint as concise as possible, but include as much information and materials you need in order to get your idea across. There are a few key components that I always tackle in the creative development stage, and I'm gonna run you through that list now. You'll need a clear deliverables list. The #1 priority before I begin any project is confirming a written list of deliverables. Examples of deliverables can include the final film and its length, the number of episodes in a series and the length of each episode, trailers or social media cutdowns, photos for key art, behind-the-scenes images or videos, and many more that we won't get into today. Deliverables ensure the production team knows exactly what needs to be created, in what format, and by when. It sounds simple, but many do not do this. Next, you'll write a pitch deck and director's treatment. These two materials serve as the official roadmap for my team and client if I have one. Both include a detailed overview of my project's story, creative direction, and approach. The pitch deck gives a big picture overview of the project to sell the overall concept to collaborators, producers, studios, clients, or investors. Think logline, synopsis, characters, story arcs, stakes, and relevance. Whereas the director's treatment communicates the director's creative vision for how the project will be executed. It's much more detailed and specific than a pitch deck. Think scene work, shot list, mood board, visual tone, and other information that helps the production crew. I'll cover exactly what I include in my pitch decks and director's treatments in another video. It's a whole other can of worms that deserves its own spotlight. This creative development step of the production process is one of my specialties, and I teach filmmakers how to go from no idea to ready to pitch project, and can show you exactly how to direct and produce your films through my Filmmaker Accelerator program. So go check it out in the description. Okay, now that we've covered how to get your idea to paper in the creative development step, how do you actually execute on it? If you don't combine step 1 to step 2 of the process, executing your idea will never happen. Step 2, pre-production. Pre-production is where we turn the creative development concept into a concrete shoot-ready plan. I'm gonna list out a few key components that make up this step. Finalize casting. I finalize my list of main and supporting characters and categorize them into A, B, and C storylines. Beat sheets. My beat sheet outlines the key characteristics and basic plot lines of my characters and the loose structure of my scenes. Crew and equipment selection. I create a short list of key creative team members for each project. As a director, you will need a top-notch producer, and as a producer, you will need a solid director. I then prioritize my director of photography and lead editor. After paperwork is sorted and the hiring is complete, I work directly with my DP to create our ideal camera package that's within budget, and my producer will approve and source that equipment. I also work directly with my editor to onboard them to the project and run them through the creative materials, including my director's treatment. The number of roles on each production and the detail of the pre-production process will be dependent on the scale of your project. I've filmed in every scenario, including by myself, with 2 to 5 people, 5 to 10 people, or even a 30+ person production crew. Customize this pre-production process to your liking and use this information as a starting point, not the end-all be-all. Okay, it's time to get cameras on the ground. Step 3, production. Congratulations, you made it to the shooting phase. The difference between pre-production and production lies in the planning versus doing. So I'm gonna run you through some essential components you might encounter on set. Call sheets. A call sheet is a daily schedule given to the cast and crew that outlines everything they need to know for a shoot day. I've made a lot of call sheets in my day. I like to have the call sheet sent the night before at a reasonable hour, ideally before dinner time so everyone has the opportunity to actually read it. To complement the call sheet, daily team meetings are a non-negotiable, ideally one at the start of the day and one at wrap. In these meetings, I run through the schedule for the day, bring up any caveats that could impact the shooting schedule, and more. Then there's field notes. Field notes are informal notes taken on set or during location scouting. My field notes document tracks real-time production details like camera or lighting settings, unexpected challenges, or improvising, and much, much more. I will send these field notes to my team and client, if applicable, at the end of each day. I'll then take my field notes and use them to help me write a hot sheet. My hot sheet document summarizes what we shot each day. It's different from my field notes because it doesn't include camera notes or technical detail, just story. Reviewing footage after each day ensures I'm not missing any important shots. It also gives a visual representation of my field notes and hot sheets. It's a nice touch to get my team and client excited about what's to come. Okay, so you have steps 1 through 3 of the pro-level production process. Step 1, creative development. Step 2, pre-production. And step 3, production. But without perfecting this next and final step, your project will not succeed. It's the most overlooked step, yet it's where all the pieces come together. Without mastering this step, you will not have a project. Step 4, post-production. Most people think you just hand over your footage to an editor, and poof, you have a film. But that couldn't be more wrong. There are so many critical steps within post-production that you need to take to set your editor up for success and edit the best film possible. And understanding the following will differentiate you among the amateur filmmakers. Transcripts and selects. By transcribing interviews and pulling selects, I make editing much more efficient. Paper edit. This is a written outline of how your film or series will be edited, using transcripts, notes, or time codes to plan the sequence of shots before the editing even begins. Creating a general structure for my edit helps my editor visualize the story on paper before diving into the project file. Color references. By defining the color grading look early on, I ensure consistency across shots, aligning the footage with the desired mood and tone. In the beginning of my filmmaking journey, I would color my own projects, but now I hire a professional colorist. Production wrap book. This is a recap that includes everything from an overview of the project, creative materials, call sheets, logs, notes, legal documents, credit list, and more. I think of it as my final progress report. What would I grade myself? I analyze what worked and what didn't and apply that feedback to the next one. Sometimes you can request a post-mortem with your team and clients, but be prepared for constructive feedback. Okay, so now you know how global brands, top streaming platforms, production companies, and studios run their productions. And you have my 4-step proven creative production process that I've used to create films at the highest level. In summary, the 4-step production process includes: Step 1, creative development. Step 2, pre-production. Step 3, production. Step 4, post-production. If this video resonated with you, subscribe and comment with what you want to see from me next. Thanks so much for hanging, and I'll see you guys soon.